This is the story of Creepy Carl Tenzler, Part 1. Meet Carl Tenzler, a.k.a. known as Count Dr. Carl von Koso. February 8, 1877, July 3, 1952, Carl was a German-born radiologist that worked at the Marine Hospital in Key West, Florida. This is the young and beautiful Cuban-American tuberculosis patient, Elena Helen Milagro de Hoyos. July 31st, 1909, October 25th, 1931. Carl had a dream about his soulmate 10 years before Hoyos' birth. When Hoyos showed up, he instantly believed she was the woman from his dream. So he offered experimental treatments to save her. For about a year, he would profusely confess his love for Hoyos and endlessly ask for her hand in marriage. He commissioned a glorious tomb for her body to be preserved, laid to rest. The tomb had electricity, lighting, and a working telephone, so he could continue to confess his love for her. Hoyos' family thought this was weird, but they were very grateful for such a beautiful final resting place. Carl had the only key to Hoyos' tomb and would even enter it to continue his efforts to treat her body, to counteract years of decomposition to Hoyos' body despite his best efforts with using formaldehyde and embalming techniques. Carl decides to use a silk cloth with beeswax and plaster to reconstruct her skin. Carl used wire to reinforce her joints. He also makes a wig from her own hair. Carl stuffed her body with rags and used glass eyes too. Poor Hoyos' body started to look more like a life-size doll. Carl was fired from the hospital for stealing and other obvious reasons. This is Carl standing in front of his house and laboratory. Like and follow for Part 2.